Well, hello everybody. This is Dave Burkus for Insights from Burkonomics. Today's subject, consultants are only as good as the advice you take. At one time or another, most businesses use consultants to fill the gaps in knowledge or to provide guidance for management. Consultants are good in that you can sample their work with short projects and change to other consultants quickly or stop using them when a project is completed. I have a partner in a consulting practice that specializes in the travel industry. Several years ago, we were hired by one of the largest companies in that industry, a Fortune 50 company at that, to perform a top-to-bottom audit of their processes at 27 facilities and recommend measures to increase efficiency, increase income, and of course, decrease costs while increasing the quality of service across their projects. We were quite confident that our service would yield great, measurable results. And the work continued for about 8 weeks between the two of us as we visited the 27 locations across all disciplines within each location and at a central office that performed services for all locations. Finally, at the end of the project, we had identified 19 specific issues, each of which would, if implemented, accomplish one or more of the goals outlined at the start of the project. The sum of the savings and increases of revenue were worth multi-millions annually, well worth the implementation of most or all of our recommendations. On the final day of our assignment, I was responsible for the reporting out to the assembled 20 or so executives in their large conference room of this major corporation. I started my presentation, which had been carefully documented in handouts and PowerPoints, with this story. I want you to all imagine that it's tomorrow morning, looking back upon today's reporting of these past months of work by your consultants. Imagine that today I build for you a sandcastle, a beautiful sandcastle, exactly at the waterline of the ocean nearby. Tomorrow, we both visit that beach and look at the waterline and find not a beautiful sandcastle, but just smooth sand, just as it had been the day before our building the sandcastle. In other words, I would not be surprised if you accept our report today with enthusiasm, but then in the overwhelming rush of daily business, fail to implement few, if any, of these recommendations that you so enthusiastically received today. Well, the story is true, and the results were as I predicted. A few of the recommendations were implemented over time, one with great effect, and even a national advertising campaign behind it that you may have seen on TV. But most were ignored. I imagine that our report sits today on someone's shelf, filed with others from the past and from following months and years. Unfortunately, it is human nature to enthusiastically ignore or to act upon recommendations of third-party consultants. There are many exceptions, but far more instances in this world that this has happened. Not all consultants give advice worth taking, of course, but when they do, it is only as good as that which you implement. Well, I've written lots of books, and you'll find them on Amazon and other resellers, and I'd look forward to having you look at them sometime when you have a chance. And I'd like you to sign up for our weekly emails or weekly blog, either of which are available at the addresses beside me. This is Dave Burkus for Insights from Burkonomics. I look forward to seeing you next time.